Hello friends, my name is Joanna and I'm feeling crafty. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk all about sewing. And today I am in great need of a little bit of a sewing creative hug from you guys because I spent an entire weekend in my sewing room. Sorry, a cup of tea. Working on costumes for my older daughter's school play. They're doing a Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and so they needed some help with costumes, and I volunteered with that. Which I loved. It's my children, so I love being involved. I love sewing, but the volume has pushed me over the edge a little bit. So what today video is just for me and for me to invite you guys to give me a little bit of love, because I'm do you know those times when you push yourself a little too far with your sewing and then you kind of need to be gentle with yourself to get back? So what I'm going to do a little weekly catch up to catch up on what I have been making that has brought me joy. So I'll go through a few makes that I made recently, one that is so exciting. I'll talk to you about the costumes and I will also ask your advice because there's another piece of costume that I need making that I don't have quite figured out yet. All right? Okay, so first of all, the school play. There was a part of it that I absolutely loved, and that was to make waistcoats. As you can see, I made 8 of them, and they're all fully lined. Oh my goodness, guys, these were so much fun to make. I absolutely loved them, and even though I made 8 of them and was absolutely shattered, I still loved it. I'll take one off. I have them nicely pressed. So these are this is what the lady who directs the play requested. She gave me a sample, which I might actually pull out from the back to see. This is where we started off. This is the kind of standard I was asked to produce. You can see through this. This is how thin it is. Bound armholes and everything else, and the fabric is, it just, my skin crawls touching this fabric, very static. So I went looking for a pattern for a vest like that. So she needed, I think she asked for 10, but we kind of ran out of fabric of these vests. Okay, so we're kind of, oh my God, if Bernadette Banner ever watches this channel, she's going to just flip, because we're talking Victorian and this isn't historically correct, but who cares? Who cares? So this vest, right? So this was the spec, and I went to look for a pattern. I am not skilled enough to draft my own pattern. For some things I might, for some I'll put that on the mannequin, even though this is children's size. But just to give you an idea, isn't it lovely? So I went looking for a pattern and I came across a company called IKT. It's a French company, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. So this is the company IKT, and the garment is Vienne Kids is the name of the vest, and it has a lot of options. I was looking for a very simple, you can do much more with this pattern is what I'm trying to say than just this. It includes a hat, not a hat, not a hat, it includes a hood and a little tie detail. You can put a zip in. It's really nice. I might actually, after I take a little bit of a break from it, I might revisit it and make something a little more involved. Absolutely love this pattern. The instructions are, it's a French company, but the instructions are in English. They're a little bit sparse, but it's fine. It's fine. And there are like pictures as well. So what it is, it's a fully lined pattern. Actually, this is made with offcuts of my pants. I will talk about pants later. I'm a little bit scattered in this video today. Sorry about that, but not really sorry. So it's fully lined, as you can see, and very neatly finished. Now I did not finish it very neatly because you're supposed to slip stitch this bit. It's for a school play. No one is ever going to see the insides of it, so I did it on a machine. It's still very neatly done. I have probably overdone it a little bit with these vests, but you know what? This school play is done every single year, so these vests are made well enough that they will last for years to come when they make that play again and again. So I really enjoyed making them because they are well made. If you do, I don't know about you, but if I'm asked to produce something that isn't really sorry, a bit of a cough. So yeah, I enjoy making things good quality more than I would just producing rubbish like that sample that was handed in to me. It's a really I might actually make waistcoats for myself now because I kind of know how to construct them, and yeah, it's a nice garment. So that was a full day of work. I have not seen outside of my sewing room. My family was fantastically supportive. Everything was done for me, food brought up upstairs, because I knew if I didn't do this job during the weekend, I would struggle to find time during the week. So that's the first thing, the vests and the lovely pattern. I will link that in the description if you are looking. It's not a costume pattern, it's a garment pattern, but it's quite useful for a costume. As I said, you can do more with them. There's tons of pockets you can put on it, buttons, zips. I needed to simplify it for the sake of producing volumes, but I really enjoyed it actually. So that's the first thing. Second thing is a skirt. I was given this crushed velvet. Oh my god, guys, the fluff from this was everywhere. It was up my nose, in my throat, like every surface of my sewing room. But hey, it's done. So what she needed was just a long skirt, kind of a slim fitting to go with the Victorian theme. So I made 10 of these, nothing major, just kind of a slight A-line. It was supposed to be ever so slightly fitted in the waist. And then, so I just did elastic, I kind of double turned that, and didn't hem them. I just finished them on the overlocker. As I said, this isn't, no one is going to look very closely. The first one I made, I turned up the hem, but then I thought, so I just finished it on the overlocker. It's fine, it's grand, it will still be durable. So I made 10 of these. And the last thing that I was asked to make is this, I think it's, the name is mop hat. It's, I have to make 10 of these. This isn't going to take much time, but I just have to figure out the method. My instinct is circle, and maybe an inch from the edge I might draw another circle and just zigzag a elastic to it. If you have if you know of a pattern or a tutorial or have any advice for me, because I have to figure it out. Like the other two, I made myself little patterns, and I was able to kind of conveyor belt production line style produce all these garments, but this I kind of have to figure out before I tackle it. So there, that was my weekend. I made 20 garments, 18 maybe, 18 garments, which is not a way I enjoy my hobby. So I want to catch up with you on things that I have been enjoying making. And one of them is Mika sweater. I have already included that in my October mix, because I've already made one of those. But the first one I made was quite oversized, so I sized down my pattern, and I also wanted to experiment a little bit with the hem, because I do not love cinched waistband on my body and my body shape, especially for that voluminous garment. So I'm going to tilt you towards my mannequin. Just a sec. Okay, so this is my Mika. I'll tilt you down because I want to pay special attention to the hem. So straightforward, I did everything as per the pattern. I just sized it down from my previous version. So previous version, I just went by my measurement and what the pattern told me to do. Which is hardly what I ever do. But for this one, I did not want the hemband to be cinched in. So what I did, I just measured the bottom of the front and the back and cut the waistband that way. I just extended the existing pattern piece to match the hem. I might actually take her off and show you the sides, because I did something a little different. So I did a little slit. So pretty much before I attached the band, I stitched the short ends, and then I put just by hand, I tacked it a little bit, maybe just a half an inch on top, so it wouldn't slide when I put it under the overlocker, and attached my hem that way. I also have done a very, very gentle high-low hem. Where's the back? I should really attach the label. I don't know if you can see that the back of it is ever so slightly longer than the back. I just shaved off maybe an inch of the front, and I kind of gently blended it to nothing at the back. So the front is slightly raised. I just threw it on top of my mannequin. How very professional of me. This fabric came from a lovely Maeve. Maeve used to have a fabric shop here in Ireland, and I miss her greatly because she had fantastic quality kind of basics, very well priced. And just before she closed the shop, she had a sale on and everything was reduced. So I ordered this. This is just cotton jersey, cotton elastin jersey. It's quite fine, so it's not sweatshirting. It's not very warm, this sweatshirt. So I ordered, I can't remember, did I order 3 meters or... Anyway, Maeve very kindly sent me loads, a good bit more than I asked for. So I always planned to do a little set with the fabric, with this fabric, because I had quite a lot of it. I wanted kind of a, what's the word? Cord, as Trini of Trini London would say. So what I used for the rest of this fabric is this pattern. It's a free pattern by Sew House 7. It's called Elemental Pencil Skirt. It's a fantastic pattern. Sew House 7, oh my god, they do, again, another company that basics very well. Not only basics, because they're like Burnside bibs, they're not very basic, but very well made pattern. So this is she. There's nothing really exciting to see. I will have my makes video later, so I will share more details, but look how well made this is. Like even the inside of it is so nicely finished. Yeah, great pattern. Now, a discovery I made with this pattern is, you know how with fitted garments like that you would have kind of shaping around the hips, you know, to accommodate this deliciousness. I have none of that. I have to, all the shaping that's in patterns usually, I just have to go straight. I just use straight ruler. I don't even need a French curve. Straight ruler. I just don't have, I'm kind of up and down. I have, there isn't much of a difference between my waist and my hips. So in like ready to wear sizing, my waist would be size 16, but my bum would be size 14 or sometimes even smaller. So finding pants in the shops has always been great fun in my life, because if it fits in my waist, then it's very baggy around my bum, and especially I don't have like hips to fill things in either. But then if it fits my bum, then I can't breathe. Anyway, a bit of a tangent. So elemental skirt, quite recommend, very well sized as well. As I said, I had to shave it on the sides a little bit, but other than that, it's fantastic. It's quite long. I made there's two versions. Version, yeah, below the knee, version 1, but I made the version 2, which is midi but more max-ish. Max-ish midi. I know there is a word, you might put that in comments. There's a word someone has invented for that kind of a length that is not midi but not quite maxi. So that's the length. I had to do a very deep hem on, can you see that? And I am 5'9", so I would be quite tall, and I had to shorten it quite significantly, which is fine. I would be able to handle the designed length, but I found it a little bit tricky to walk because it's a pencil skirt, so it kind of goes in. So something to bear in mind. First thing I want to talk about is my bob pants. Bob pants. So this is the second version. Sorry, I'm going to tilt you down so you're able to see them. This is the second version. So bob pants. Now, I have been admiring the bob pants for months. I think it was the Stitch Sisters who introduced me to them first. Like, I would wear anything Stitch Sisters produce, I want on my body now. I find them very inspirational, and I just love the dynamic between them. So when Rachel made the bobs, I fell in love. But the shape of them is a little bit out there, isn't it? I might actually grab the pattern. Hold on a sec. Okay, so I have the pattern. So this is, these are the bob pants, okay? So the shape of them. Now your first instinct is, that's not flattering. As much as I hate our relationship with the word flattering, but Anyway, when you look at them on the paper, like, this is adding so much volume in places that we usually try to take away volume. But then I saw them on Rachel from the Stitch Sisters and many people, because this is such a popular pattern, and everybody looks amazing in them, and different shapes and sizes of people look absolutely amazing in them. So I was very intrigued. So I got the pattern printed, and it was, you know, on my procrastination pile for quite some time. I really intended to make them in the summer, but I didn't. And then recently I started getting a little frustrated with my pants situation, because everything that I quite enjoy wearing is black. And I love color in my life. So I had this beautiful blue linen, which it's been in my stash for so long, I can't even remember where it came from. It's beautiful shade of blue. And I thought, oh, I want blue pants. Okay. So I made the bobs in this pattern, in this lovely, lovely fabric. And there's been issues. Pants, isn't it? So there's been a few issues. I shouldn't have jumped into this quite nice and expensive fabric. I should have used something cheaper, but I didn't. Do you do that? Do you get so excited? And I was thinking, elasticated waist, I can't really go wrong with that, can I? But I did. Now, I rectified most of the problem. So it was quite baggy. So the front of the pants is significantly bigger. If you lay the front pant pattern piece on top of the back, there's always a difference, but it's huge in this instance. And at that stage, I had my side pockets constructed, so I couldn't shave off the sides, but also I couldn't shave off both, because it was really the back that was the problem. The back would accommodate probably another couple of back sides of my size. It was humongous. So I'm exaggerating, obviously. Anyway, I just pinched a wedge of the, before I added the waistband. I still haven't stitched my, don't judge me. So before I attached the waistband, lads, I think it was a 2 inches wedge that I pinched, which is 4 inches in total. And I then just graded that to nothing, kind of down below the crotch, because I didn't need any adjustments there. It was just really around my waist. So that fits nicely around the waist. It is a bit too big for my liking around the hips. So I sized down for the next pair. I was just so excited that they looked so stylish. And even though I find this pair a little bit big, I still love them. So then I said, oh my God, what else I can use to make another pair immediately. So then I found this, which is a super cheap gabardine fabric. I'm not sure if that's the name of it. It's polyester fabric that I got very cheaply. Love this color. And I made all of the adjustments on my pattern. How great am I? Oh my God, how often do you like make something and then think, oh, if I just change this and that, it would be absolutely perfect, and then you move on to the next shiny thing and never take notes or modifications of your pattern, and then all this is lost. Do you do that? Anyway, So, but I, in my excitement, because pants are really tricky for me, I adjusted the pattern immediately. I needed to test it immediately. I made the rust color pattern and I nailed it, guys. I nailed it. Now, I've changed a good few things in it. And I was thinking, and you might maybe tell me, would I make a pattern review of bob pants? I know they are so popular in the sewing community that that has probably been done a lot of times. But if you think that's of value, I would record a standalone review of this pattern because I love them, and I will make another pair. I just found a perfect cut of purple linen. Now these are linen. I wear them. It's like midst of winter here in Ireland. I still wear them. Do you wear your linen stuff in the winter? I don't find it particularly just summer kind of a fabric. No, guys, I love them. I changed, I did something really cool with the cuffs, and I changed the pocket construction on these. So I think maybe pattern review might be of value, but I'm in love with them. Okay, there is one more thing I would like to show you. So my the cord, the set I made of the elemental skirt with the Mika sweater, I had some offcuts, and because I like to be, you know, a little bit extra, I made a pair of earrings. How adorable are these? They're very simple, nothing special. Pair of earrings. Now I got the idea of these from Amy Nicole's studio. She makes them, I think she sells them on her Etsy shop as well, but she makes them in woven fabrics, and she uses a pom-pom maker to make them. I think she has a tutorial on her channel how to make them using a pom-pom maker. I just made a simple tassel. You can actually see where it's tied together, and then I put the ring and the findings. Didn't follow any specific tutorial. I kind of just figured it out. Now, but would you be interested in a tutorial on how to make earrings like that? I love big earrings. These were a gift from my neighbor. They're absolutely beautiful, and I love them. But she gave my older daughter a pair, not identical but kind of matching, and so we're like twinning. I'm milking, guys, until I can no longer do that, because you know I won't be cool enough for her. But at the moment I'm cool enough. She's 12 and she's kind of enjoying being seen with me and being seen wearing matching things. How long do I have people with older children? You tell me, like, when is the age when that's no longer possible? Anyway, sorry, again, digressing. I'm just loving this little hug of creativity I'm giving myself with you guys today after the sesh I had. These earrings, will I make a tutorial on how to make these? Is there anyone out there that is so much out there as I am to wear earrings matching your garment? Let me know. I'd love that. Okay, guys. So I do need a couple of things. I need your help with a couple of things. One of them is the little hat. And any ideas about those? Would you like me to make a standalone pattern review of the Style Arc bob pants? Would you like a little tutorial how to make an absolutely outrageous pair of earrings? Let me know. That's all I have for you today. I hope you find a little bit of time in your life this week for a little creativity, and I hope this video has inspired you to do so. Bye.